And then this meeting's being recorded. All right, should I tell my story now?
Sure.
You know the wellness periods, and like whenever, I forget when we had them, but like after a certain period each week.
Yeah.
There was one period where I could not tell you why, but it was 6th period wellness, and I went to Cresham's room. I think I was bored. I think I went to go see Ryan Binder, who's in SGA. And I walk in and I like just didn't put 2 and 2 together that it was SGA. And I just like walk in, I was like, Miss Gresham, and I like walked in like barging, I saw all these people I knew. And they were all like working on stuff. And Miss Gresham was just like, Eli, if you're gonna be in here, be quiet. And that was it. And I just like hung out in SGA for wellness.
It's like just walked downstairs. Just like hearing you talk about his shit. It's so funny. I love Miss Gresham. I miss her so much.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of this numbered episode of the Tea Party at the Sprigg.
Welcome.
3 or 4?
4, 5,
5, I think.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Like they say, Cinco de
Could be
Mayo.
anything. Just pick whatever number you like best.
Cinco de Mayo.
7.
That's what they say.
Good choice.
It's us again. Did you miss us?
Didn't see that coming.
Surprise. So, how are you guys? How was have you done anything yet today? I did something, but I'm gonna share last.
You did something?
Well,
I did do something.
You're probably the only one who has.
Oh no.
No, I did some things.
All right, tell us.
Too, so we can all share.
Wait, is Zara going?
No, I was gonna say my story's not that good, so I shouldn't go first.
Well, my story isn't that good. I was just digging up worms for my chickens.
That's good.
Now I'm here. That's all.
can you tell us more? Like, I want to know more. I don't know if there
Chickens
is
eat
more,
worms.
but
They no
I just
longer
wanna know-
fight, which is good. They used to gang up on each other.
Wait.
Ron,
Yeah.
never mind. I'm not gonna.
Miss,
say that
did you guys ever have Miss Debnum for English?
Yes.
Because she also has chickens, and she told us this story of like one of her chickens like got attacked by like a coyote, and like she had to like keep it in the house because she said the other chickens would like peck it to death because it was like weaker. And I was like, that's
Remember that
brutal.
story.
Oh yeah, no, chickens are brutal. They're just like
They're ruthless.
they're aggressive animals to each other.
Jeez. Which one's wait, do you have an alpha chicken?
Is it Princess?
Yeah, is it Princess?
It is not. All the chickens hate her for some reason.
He's the favorite.
She looks
The only one with
different.
a name.
It's just discrimination. She just looks a little different, and that's about it.
That's sad.
Yeah, it really is.
That's chicken.
The chicken world. Like, that makes no sense. I don't know what that means. But you know, like dog eat dog world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. The chicken.
Nice. I
What
see
was-
what you did there.
Did I get it from me? You don't need to pretend not to. Okay, now you guys are doing it again, where y'all just don't say anything.
What was your story, Zara? You had a story.
Oh yeah. So this morning I was like in my bed, like just woke up, and then I heard my neighbor like in my house. I was like, that's weird. And she just like walked into my house and she was like, hello? And I'm like in my bed, I'm like, hey. And she's like, why is your front door open? And I was like, well, that's a good question. Like, why is my front door open? And I was like, I don't know. And then like I'm still just yelling at her from like my room and like, walking around my like downstairs. And then my mom comes out and she's like, oh my gosh, hi, like I left the door open, like ooh. And I'm like, why'd you leave the door open, Mom? Like, we have cats that like run around. And she was like, oh, I left it open for them so they could come and go as they please. And I'm like, that's the worst idea I've ever heard. And then I had to do like a inventory check of my cats to make sure they were here. They were.
And they are.
Yeah,
Good.
Congratulations.
that was my morning.
This morning, I'm in Boy Scouts because I'm a good child. And we do like a food collection drive every year. And so I was collecting food this morning.
Boy Scouts are not good childs.
No, but everyone that's in Boy Scouts is an extra good child.
Wait, can you tell us a little bit about Boy Scouts? Because like I know people who do Scouts, but I don't understand like the processes of it. Because like
What's like
I understand you earn badges, but it was like one time I know someone who's like, oh, tomorrow and the next day I'm going to paint a barn for Scouts, and I was just like, I was very confused. What, like there's so many different activities. How did they all correlate?
I mean, it's kind of just like a hodgepodge of different volunteer opportunities. Like just organized within the troop, I guess. Is that like that's why they would paint a barn? That might be for someone's like part of someone's Eagle Scout project or something.
Yeah,
Or-
he's trying to get Eagle Scout.
Wait, Josh, are you a troop leader?
No, I was in my sophomore year. I
So
was
you
the
got-
senior patrol leader.
That was
You got
fun.
demoted.
Were like,
No, it was so stressful.
troop leaders were like grown men.
The Scoutmasters, yeah,
Oh, okay.
but I'm not that. No, I was the senior patrol leader, but then my term ended, and now I'm a very low position because they don't trust me anymore.
Are you earn your Eagle project or whatever, your Eagle Award?
I haven't started it yet, but I should.
That's
What
what
is
I
it?
said about my Gold Award because I'm also still in Girl Scouts.
Mhm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What do you have to do for the gold award? Is it also like a big project or?
I'm gonna be completely honest here. The Gold Award is a lot more work than the Eagle Award, which is like the Gold Award. They say that they want you to work on it for like 90 to 100 hours, and the Eagle Award is like 50 hours, and it's just so much paperwork that I was like, not gonna do it. But yeah, I was supposed to go to Switzerland with my Girl Scout troop, which is literally just me and Jenna. But that got canceled because of COVID. So now we basically don't have anything to do.
That's really disappointing.
It was, yeah. I was looking forward to that.
Did anybody else get anything canceled due to COVID? Like big trips or
Yeah,
anything?
I was gonna go to
Junior
France
banquet.
and Spain.
I was gonna go to Iceland, bro.
I was gonna go to Iceland too, and I was gonna see Ari there.
Yeah, Eli, we were both going to freaking Iceland.
Like, what are the odds I would have seen you in Iceland? Like, that would have been
Pretty
crazy.
good because I'm pretty sure when you go to
It's pretty
Iceland, there's
small.
like 4 places to go.
But also the
That's
entire
really cool.
country, like, if you're doing like tourist stuff, which I'm assuming we'd both be doing, it's a big road that you basically go around the entire perimeter.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's what
thought.
I
That's
did
I'm
when I
saying. It's
went.
like you got like that blue lake, blue lagoon, and then like
Goo Lagoon.
some cool things like Riley said, just eat the same type of fish, and then and then be on with it.
The food was not very good. Like
Yeah.
it was kind of disappointing if I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think
Always
What kind of food do they have in Iceland?
Oh, you should
Mhm.
talk to Riley Jordan about this. He is passionate about how, like, the way he described the food in Iceland. He's like, yeah, you just go to like these people's like houses and they just give you like the same kind of fish, no sides, just like plain fish. And
yeah.
he said that's what the
Oh,
entire
I
country is
also-
like.
I mean,
don't-
I don't know if that's like the whole.
Yeah, I don't
It
think
definitely
that's
isn't, but
the
I'm just saying that's how
standard.
Riley described it.
That's what Riley. Was
Yeah,
saying about that one.
But I'm saying, like, I'm sure that for the most part, it's pretty.
recently
Pretty good.
I've been like so into like my want to like travel Europe and like travel in general. It's like it just
Specifically from like,
like,
from like Portugal over to
like see other
Russia,
places
Turkey.
and stuff like that, like all over the world.
Okay, so what's everyone's dream destination?
I think if I were to go to one place, it would either be like Greece or like Singapore,
Mine is
Thailand.
Iceland, unfortunately, or like South Korea, Japan, somewhere like in that area.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think
Mhm.
South Korea, Japan would be really cool to
That's
visit.
like Singapore. That's like
Yeah,
Southeast
Similar.
Asia.
Hold
I'd
on.
either go to like Tokyo, or I would go to like some like Pacific island and just like try to live there for like a year and just
I
make
saw-
and just like get by.
I want to go
That'd be
skiing in
tough.
the Swiss Alps. That's just like crazy.
I literally like just Googled that because I was like gonna say that, but I was like, wait, is that even a thing? Like I was like making sure so I didn't sound like
The
stupid.
Alps are cool.
French
They're very
Alps.
cool.
Yeah.
Have any of you heard of there's this country called Tuvalu, and it's like I think it's like the least visited country in the world, and it has like 1,000 residents or something like that.
Well,
Is
it's
it
I
like
saw
an
a YouTube
island?
video on it.
country in the world.
It's a like okay, so it's basically like this ring of like small islands, and like most of them are connected, but then also some of them aren't. And in the middle is like a big lagoon, and then on the outside is the Pacific. And everyone like there's like one like airstrip for their like airport, and then there's like one hotel, and it's like basically like I read that the size of the country is like if you double LAX, that's it.
That's crazy.
I saw a TikTok about
Eli,
it.
that or
Yeah, I would definitely want to go to Norway though to see the Northern Lights. Yeah, or Australia. That'd be cool.
Do you have to go to Norway to see
yeah, I'm
them?
pretty sure you can see the northern.
No, you don't. Like you can see them like in Iceland and stuff. I just really
Yeah.
want to go to Norway, but then I also want to see the Northern Lights. So then I just like combine them into one.
There you go.
Norway's cold, bro.
Yeah.
Eli, you speaking of like the plane track in whatever country you just called, it kind of reminded me of like a story I had. So like last summer, not this last summer that we just finished, like a year ago, I went to Ecuador, and like with like my camp, and like we were flying to like this back from like this kind of isolated place in the jungle, and this plane was like not jets, it had like propellers, and it was like 13 seats. It was like tiny, and like we almost like crashed, and it was like crazy. It was like the scariest moment of my life.
you
How'd
guys
you
ever
almost
been in,
crash? What happened?
So what happened was like we were flying into Quito, Ecuador, and so the elevation there is like so high. So we were like going, and then we'd like drop, and then we'd keep going, and then we'd like drop again, and we'd just like be like constantly falling. The plane was shaking, and when we're trying to land, he's landing, and we didn't have enough like space on the runway, so we're about to touch down, and then this dude, we're fucking like, oh yeah, we'll cut that out. We're like we're shaking, the plane's like shaking, and then this dude, since it's shaking so much, he pulls back up from the runway, and then we
Wait,
That's pretty
real quick, can we all just take a second? Everyone just like turn off your camera for like 2 seconds, so then when I'm speeding through this, I know where I have to cut out. So everyone
Alright.
just like,
That's smart.
let's all just do this for a few, just so then I can see that. All right, thank you very much.
Wait.
Because then I can speed through until I see that, and then just
Ethan, you never gave us your dream destination.
Oh, I agreed with Josh. I would probably go to South Korea or Japan.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I want to I just like I don't like cities very much. I wouldn't want to go to like
Yeah.
Tokyo or like Seoul or anything, but like just like the countryside. I just think it's like so pretty.
see. I love both, like super urban and then super rural. It just depends on which one I'm in. I like the other. So it's like if I were to travel like that, I'd go to both. I'd go to like Tokyo and then like
Hold on.
as far
What?
away.
Guys, I have to show. This car just pulled into my house. I'm pointing this out the window. Just watch. Do you see that shit?
What?
Wow.
Oh my God, camera's off.
Yeah, that's hilarious. How does that happen?
Camera's off.
Y'all are killing me today.
Okay, yeah, but how crazy is that? Like, I haven't. What is that?
That was
Well, I'd like to know what they're doing. Ron, I love your cul-de-sac because there's just
Ron,
so much weird
Ron,
stuff that happens.
If a guy with a fedora, a trench coat, and a Tommy gun gets out of the car, then lock your doors.
Then start recording.
We're
That's
already recording.
that's high quality
Primo
footage.
content, yeah.
There's okay, so I'm gonna talk about Ron's cul-de-sac for a second. So it's the house. So Ron lives on a cul-de-sac. I'd say there are like 5 houses. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're gonna say there's 5.
5.
There's Ron's house, which is number 2. On the other side of Ron's house is house number 1. Then there's 3, 4, and 5. 5 is, we know it's number 5. That's the Mirsky's house. House number 4, though, that's the creepy one. The one
Oh,
where
yeah.
you don't really know what's going on. So there have been a few times where I've either like walked to Ron's house, driven to Ron's house, picked him up, dropped him off, whatever. And there are people like sprinting, like in or out of that house, or like speeding away from the house, and like it's always just so
Well, the thing is,
weird.
there's someone that lives in that house you're talking about, and we never saw him move in, but they just live there. So I don't know how they got there, but they're just like
Move in
silent.
before
They leave
So,
at
like-
like 6 a.m., come back at like 1 a.m.
Exactly. Last time I went there, I think I was literally like picking up my splanning shirt or something, and I just like pull around the cul-de-sac, and when I pull in and stop, another car just like goes like so fast.
That's so.
I just don't understand.
Aaron and I have the most lit cul-de-sac of
Oh,
all
our cul-de-sac is so
Do
good.
it. We have a very good cul-de-sac.
at our cul-de-sac. It was like everything. We just sit in the street all the time.
Yeah. Our
I
whole
did
neighborhood,
not know how to
honestly.
spell-
No.
I did not know how to spell cul-de-sac until like a year ago.
I still don't.
I didn't. I know how to spell it right, but I never do
It's like
because I'm.
that.
It's CUL-DE-SAC.
Oh my gosh, Eli, what happened to your thumb? Oh, I thought brace on it. I was like, he's injured. Oh, well, that's awkward. Okay.
Question: Do you guys
Okay though.
have a
Another word
holiday
with
wish
hyphens in it.
list? that you
Hold
want
on.
to-
Yeah. Speaking of that, my wish list, I want to drive that car.
What car? What are you talking about,
The one he
Ron?
showed us.
But will our
Would you guys like
viewers
to
have
see this
seen that?
car? It's like really weird. It's like right outside my house.
Ron, is it just like
Um,
there, or is there somebody in it?
There's someone in it, but it's like really old. Like,
So that's what you want for the holidays, to drive the car?
yeah, I want to drive that car. I'd
So
also
tell
like
the
it like
person in the car
shoot-
that that's all you want for the holidays. Maybe they'll just leave the car.
that car and a PS5. Yeah, that's about it.
There you go.
So like I don't really come up with like lists, but then my mom is always like, your birthday's coming up, like what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. Then I just give them like some stuff that's like would be kind of nice, but not that expensive. So then if they get it, I don't like feel bad because it's like a lot of money or anything.
Well, yeah, I'm not asking for an articulate list of like all the gifts.
So I asked for like, I was like, I'm on my computer a lot. I was like, those like the blue light glasses. I was like, those would be cool. Be pretty cool.
They're useful.
Do they actually work?
Mhm.
My dad's using them for like 4 years. Actually, I don't know if that's true, but he's been using them for so long. He loves blue light glasses.
Like I understand the science behind it, but I don't know the words. So it's like screen gives out what you're looking at, and then bad light. Glasses block bad light. Bad light is bad, so we don't want it.
Science is pretty crazy.
You call me scientist.
Mm-hmm.
I usually just get books for any holidays or birthdays. I just ask for books, like one book from each of my relatives.
I need a good book.
Yeah, I've been looking for some new books to read because I'm getting bored.
You
So,
should
like-
read The 13 and a Half Lives of
You
Captain
should.
Blue Bear.
Yeah.
It sounds like a children's book. It's like 700 pages or something. It's very good.
Is
It's
it
incredible.
a 700-page children's book?
I like
That'd
joined.
be something.
Such a creative name. Like, how does one even get to like something like that?
I feel like I could write a book like
13 and a half lives of Captain
I don't
Blue.
know. But the author is German and he writes all his books in German. And this was the only book that was translated to English. So
Cool. That's so crazy. Is
The
it-
only one?
Read-
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I'll be back in a minute.
Mhm. Yeah, books are like they're so crazy. I was like in the beginning of March, I read so many because like that's when like nothing was open or anything. So I would just like sit at home, just like whatever. And like I don't know how people have these thoughts that are just so like complex and like when you like are reading a book and like something so far into it like ties back to the very beginning and you're just like, whoa.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that is so impressive that people can do that.
I'm very bad at catching that kind of details. Like,
I'm
nah,
not.
it's-
But like like when they do like on purpose, like like big things, like if you're doing like a murder mystery or something, and then it's like, oh, like that guy from the beginning, and you're like, ah.
I'm not very good at reading books. Like Miss Starr asked me like because I switched into AP Lit like after like the first day of Honors English 12, and then she's like, so did you read any of the books? I'm like, no. She's like, have you read any books recently? I'm like, nope. And then she's like, oh, you should read All the Light We Cannot See. So like I got it right at the very beginning of the year, and I'm on page like 29, and it's November. Like
It's
almost.
so good.
That'll happen to me.
Like the ending really got me. I was like, oh my gosh, it was so good.
You're saying I should read further than page 29.
Yeah. It's so confusing at the beginning too because it keeps jumping.
It just
from
switches
time
back
to
and
time.
forth.
but it gets easier to understand, and it's just so worth it.
I felt like an idiot though, because like so many of the names are like so hard to pronounce, and so like I'd be like reading them in my head, and I just like skip over the name, and I was like, oh
I've just made up pronunciations.
yeah.
One of the books I had to read over the summer for AP Lit was A Clockwork Orange.
That book is so
It was-
good.
It was so good. I read it
I
too.
was gonna read that, and then they canceled the reading assignment, so I didn't. end up
They
reading
canceled the reading assignment like 1 week before the start of school.
You?
it.
I read okay, so I like a diligent student didn't read like either of my books until like a week and a half before the first day of school. But what I did was I got the books and I also downloaded the audiobook, so then I have like a fixed amount of time for each book. So it's like one book was like 8 hours and one was 6 hours. So I did all of it in like 3 or 4 days, and then it just got canceled. And I didn't like I don't know. I just
Oh yeah, I remember. You were like, ah.
I started reading A Clockwork Orange, and then I got it like the first like 5 pages took me like legitimately 25 minutes because I was like looking. I had an appendix pulled up online of because there's like Russian slang like every other word, and I had no
You
idea what
trying
any
to
of
read
it
a-
meant.
Sounds like it's my kind of book.
It's better to just like read through that, try to figure out what it means, understand that you probably won't know. Like, don't bother looking it up, and then when you learn the language, like halfway through the book or so, just go
I tried
back
to
and
read
the first part.
I tried to read Catch 22.
That
got
book
about
is so funny. I love that book. It's my favorite
about
one.
10 pages in and I was just like, what is happening? I could
Seriously?
not. Well, yeah, seriously.
You guys ever?
Not
heard
even
of,
going to justify it. Just
You guys ever heard
What's
of?
happening on page 10? He's like censoring letters.
Have you guys heard of the
I
one?
just-
I think it's called Hungry Caterpillar.
I couldn't get through that one. It was just way too
A classic.
complicated.
That one is like I think it's one of the most inspiring pieces of literature like on the planet, and
I like Go Dog Go. I had to read that for AP Lit.
That'd be
I think
a
that's a
fun
good-
assignment actually. Like if like you had to like analyze like a Dr. Seuss book in AP Lit.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be fun. Like end of the year,
Okay.
you already finished your test. Just analyze a Dr. Seuss book.
Does
I
it
think that'd be
annoy you
fun.
guys that sometimes like, okay, so say in real life you'd say like, oh, I walked over there. In a book, like in a really like like a literature book, they'd be like, my legs picked themselves up one after another and carried me to the finish line. That was the place, like something like that. It's like that to me. I look at that and I'm like, why didn't you just say you went there? And then like there's almost like this is scholarly material. It should get an award. Like I don't understand.
So that
thing
you
is,
can
Levi, is
get
that
more
you
out of
could
it. If
tell-
you just say things simply, then
Yeah.
there might not be as much substance to it, and readers can't draw their own conclusions.
I understand that. I'm someone who's like, all right, get to the point. So when yeah. So I get a little impatient.
Josh,
I think,
every
like, the-
single book in the Zimonia series is translated into English.
From who?
13 and a Half
Me.
Lives was the first one, and then the remaining 4 are all in English.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I got
I didn't
some
know that
reading to
either.
do.
I'm gonna have to read them now.
Yeah.
So
It
the
is
other
series,
day,
and you just only read the first one.
Well, I don't think
didn't know it was
it's.
a series.
I think they're like
Kind of-
spiritual successors, not like direct sequels.
Yeah, they
Oh,
take place in the same like world, but
Yeah.
That's so interesting. I like that.
So there was some big news recently.
there was.
Shark Boy and Water, no, Shark
Whoa.
Boy and
Whoa.
Lava Girl is getting a sequel. Is anyone excited?
yeah, but
Who are the actors?
Botner or whatever the guy's name is, Shark Boy doesn't want to make a return. Like what is that about, bro?
He's Shark Boy.
The shame.
I feel like if I was Shark Boy as a child, I wouldn't want to.
Well,
I
is
wouldn't want
George
to remind
Lopez
people that
gonna
I
be in it?
was.
Wait, is the guy gonna be back? Not Shark Boy or Lava Girl, like the main dude?
Kevin?
Yeah.
Wasn't his name Kevin?
No, that's Home
And George
Alone.
Lopez?
Nope.
George Lopez, bro.
But he was in that movie.
Yeah, he was like this huge
Electric George
robot.
Lopez in a snow globe.
Guys, he had a name.
What was it?
Electric Man.
Mr. Electricidad. Come on.
Why was I close? I said electric man.
I don't know.
It was like my biggest fear when I was younger. Like he really scared me a lot.
For
Giant
me,
warped George Lopez.
for me, it was the
Robot.
abominable snowman from stop motion Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie.
That was actually really scary too.
Yeah, gave me nightmares for
actually-
years.
Zara, I apologize.
Oh.
I can't talk. My like irrational fear. All right, you guys know Cabin John Park?
Yeah.
When I was like really little, you know that train thing in Cabin John Park? You know that like, all right, well, there was this like pig thing, right? That like took your coins, and it was the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Literally ever. Like if you're a kid, like it's terrifying.
Well, since
Oh, I love this place.
since it's getting cold, you know, since
I found the picture.
Of the pig.
Yeah, he's got
Let's see
very
it.
blank
Let's see it.
eyes.
Wait, I'm gonna look it up.
Fine.
Wait, could you share your screen?
Yeah.
I feel bad. For
Oh
the
my
audio listeners.
God, no, no.
I want to see.
It's so scary.
It's his building.
Ah, you know you're from Moco if, what is this? Oh, you've fed this pig your trash at Cabin John Park. Here we go.
You were feeding it coins?
I thought it was true. I thought it was coins. It's trash apparently. Look at that.
Oh no.
Horrifying.
Our audio listeners are lucky.
Yeah, truly.
Someone like describe the picture for the audio people.
All right, so picture like, I don't even, like, it feels like
Feels
something
like
you
an
see in like a
abominable pig.
fever dream.
It looks ravenous. It wants
Yeah.
to eat me.
It looks
Like,
demonic.
Well, that's not at all what a pig looks like, and it's just kind of like a humanized face.
Yeah.
Freaky.
So that's all. That was my irrational.
what about
Like,
everyone
toddler fear?
else? Childhood fears.
Michael Jackson for me. Big childhood fear.
Wait,
You
from
were-
like Thriller?
You used to tell me
after the many surgeries,
Hmm.
thought he was terrifying.
Because Thriller scared me for a while, like the music video.
I feel like I had a lot and now I can't think of any. Although I
Yeah.
will say I've never been a fan of clowns.
Really?
Yeah, so when I
Don't
was
watch American Horror
watching the
Story.
movie It, I'm still kind of scarred from that.
Oh.
That was rough, but yeah.
Yeah, I was just like huge about like turning off lights in rooms, and I had to like dash out of there. Like that was like a big thing. Like
I mean, that's everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was like the biggest like whatever.
For me though, now it's like everyone does that like all the time. It's like you turn off all the lights and you dip upstairs, right? I'll like walk upstairs and I'll be like, if there's a demon that's about to get me, like just do it. Like come on. Like, if I'm walking slow enough for it to get me, just like take me.
You're okay, Eli.
Yeah, I'm fine. I was like, if there's somebody hiding in my house, like waiting for us, like I want to meet him. I want to see what he's doing.
I would not want to meet someone waiting for me.
I
in my
could take him.
The
I could take the
evil
basement demon.
bear from
in my
the
house.
movie Brave. Do you guys
Oh,
that like every time I opened my closet, I was like terrified, like it would just like jump out at me. Like I'd like open it, I'd like turn away quickly to like the other side.
I
Yeah,
have,
that scared me.
the attic in our house, like the doors in my room. So I was always scared that there was just like not even like a fictional creature, that I just thought that like a person was up there.
Oh, I've seen videos like that.
That is
That's the
so
thing. So it's like really scary. Like Loki, if I think about it now, it's like kind of creepy. But yeah.
I had scratching in my walls for a
so
while.
hip. I literally like my parents like go out of town like a lot, and so like I'm always just like here, and like I just like chill whatever, and I always like get convinced after like 2 days I'm like someone else is like living in the walls. Like this happened to me like last week. Like this happens every week. I think someone's there. I get so scared. So then I'm just like really quiet in my own house for no reason, because I'm like I don't want them to know I'm here, and it's so bad. But
There was literally something living in my walls for a while, like for a couple of years. There was always be scratching like coming from above my room and then from the walls like next to my desk and in front of it.
Have you considered bats? Because we have had, this is like really, had a bat in our basement one time. I don't know how it got in, but
There were
maybe that's it.
Yeah, eventually it
Oh.
died or something. I don't know. The scratching
You guys know
stopped.
what I had in my basement? Did I tell you this?
Is it a chicken?
No, a wolf spider.
Those are so scary. I also hate spiders.
So the people who lived in my house like before me were like, I don't know what the right word is, but like house people. They did all like the house stuff by themselves, like the wiring and the insulation and all that. So it's terrible. And, like until like we get people to fix it when stuff breaks. And in our ceiling, there were like rats like chewing like all of our wires, like in like the circuit breakers and stuff. And if we had let it like stay there for like another like month or something, and we hadn't like caught it, my house probably would like burst into flames for like
Yeah.
electrical fires or something.
Dude,
So
oh my gosh.
you gotta
my
love that.
house in California, I don't remember this because I was a baby, but there was like we had the same thing where there were a couple rats like in the roof of the house. But the thing was, our house had a orange tree in the backyard. And so when the people like came to take out the rats, they found a bunch of like orange peels. So the rats were like literally stealing our oranges, taking them to the roof, and then just like chilling up there.
That sounds like a whole power move.
Yeah, they took their house around.
Free
Yeah.
food and free shelter.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Well, to I guess segue into maybe another topic. It's kind of getting cold out now. We're getting into winter. It's gonna start
It's
to
December
snow.
6th.
What?
It will be
Yeah.
for everyone watching.
Not
Yeah.
to date this, but
Yeah.
we're filming
Oh,
it
is
kind
this
of
being
early.
uploaded on the 6th?
We're in,
It's
we're in
like, what is it,
December, so,
August 24th today. So.
Yeah.
Today is
so-
400 BC.
okay.
That'd be so if we just start like predicting the future. We just stockpile podcasts and like, oh yes, that new show came out today.
You know the one. We don't need to say the title because we all know.
Yeah.
The big game happened last night.
The big,
And
you
the
guys
team
catch
that
the
we
big
all thought
game?
was gonna win, they got upset.
You know how like we talked about getting like questions for this podcast?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So like I posted on my Finsta and I was like, hey guys, like anyone have any questions? And we got a lot, but someone asked, like, would you rather travel to the future or the past? And since we're kind of talking about the future, do you guys have any, where would you guys go?
I would travel to the future. Wait, is this like a one-time thing?
Well, there and back.
Okay. Then I would travel to the future. I'd get time travel technology and I'd come back and then I could go wherever I wanted.
Well,
See, that's a good answer, but you know what a great answer is? You travel to the past and just hand them some Doritos and just be like, you gotta try these. And then
I'd go to the
just
past
back.
and then just become a god somewhere
yeah, like
and live out
Yeah.
the rest of my days. I wouldn't even need
Hold up
to
your
take a nap.
iPhone and be like, this is the prophecy, and then just go to that.
I feel like I would go to the past and I would definitely go to like the roaring 20s. I feel like that was a good time.
Oh yeah.
Really, I would go to the past, but I would like just have like a sheet of like facts that like were big discoveries, and I would discover all of them like before
Well,
they
I
were
mean,
discovered.
I would pull like a Buff 10 and like Back to the Future.
I watched that last night. That's why
Okay,
Just watch. Well, here if I can talk for a little.
yeah, sorry.
I would do that, and then like obviously I'd just like I'd have a perfect bracket in March Madness just every year, and people would be like, gee, like people would be amazed, and I would like it would be crazy.
That's true. You could get really rich off of that actually.
Yeah, sports betting.
I think I'd combine Ron and Ethan's ideas. Kind of just like go to the past, do what I can with what I have now, and like what I know now, what I have now, and either like become like a deity of some sort, or like, you know, just go like invent electricity or something else, you know, split the atom or figure out, you know, all that chemistry stuff first, get some Nobel Prizes and call it a day.
Or I would like take $100, put in like a bank in like the 1800s, and then
I would buy the biggest war bond of all time.
Just keep
Oh
adding more
my
money.
God, I
You
would.
guys also gotta. I mean, now Zara, you said now you're educated on Back to the Future. I mean, like you can't mess with the space.
hold up. Stop. I'm educated on Back to the Future.
Well, you watched it. That's
You're highly educated. This was you wrote your thesis on
okay. It's
the
that's
third
not,
installment.
That's not my point. Well, you can't be messing with the space-time continuum. So like, if you go to the past, Ron, and you invent all these things before somebody else does, then for example, like Einstein, like he wouldn't be Einstein or something like
Yeah,
Yeah,
that.
it'd
I
be
would be
Berlin.
Einstein. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like,
No, but that's not how.
Imagine, Ari, imagine opening a textbook and just seeing Ron.
Like
On
then when you
every
come back,
page.
people are gonna see like your exact face with your exact name, and we're like, something's
Just
up.
be like, explain how I'm here. Did you guys see Abe Lincoln's back? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Wait, I have to pull this up now. There's a TikTok of like, I think it was like some like ceremony or something, and there was a dude who literally like is identical to Abraham Lincoln, just standing there like with his iPhone
must be him.
recording it. It's terrifying. It's the return.
While we're doing the Q&A, I got two really interesting questions that I thought I would bring up. We'll start off, this might be a little bit controversial. What are your thoughts of pineapple on pizza?
it's really good.
It's
really
good. It is.
It's like
Like,
I mean, like,
I don't
it's
like it.
fine. I just think it's like not necessary. Like I feel like
That's not an argument.
well, yeah, pepperoni's also not necessary on
yeah.
pizza, but like it's
you don't need pineapple to make the pizza be like it's not, it doesn't add that much.
I think it does
I mean,
though.
I-
If you want pineapple on
like-
your pizza,
All the people who
Sure.
are against pineapple on pizza are like pizza like originalist, and they're like, you got to keep it simple. But it's like, who cares? Like,
People are like, well, pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, and
If
it's
you're
like
gonna-
that's not an argument. Like if it tastes good,
if it
like
tastes
if there are
good,
places like and pizza that you can just like customize your pizza however you want. Like I feel like pineapples, like it shouldn't even be an argument anymore. Like whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Everyone check your phones. I just sent you the thing. If you want, I can show it on the camera, but y'all needed to see that. Okay.
what was the other
That's-
question, Aaron?
That's him.
Oh.
He's filming.
Oh.
Is that not Abraham Lincoln?
He's like blonde.
Old.
His face
well,
looks
Watch
very
the video.
similar.
He's sitting there on TV. I'm convinced.
I have a friend in sociology, and I think they had to like answer this question first. No, this was an AP Lit journal, I think. Someone was talking to me about it. I forget who. But it was, if you had like a movie of your life, who would the actor be?
Miss Stardust asked us that for lit.
Was
Yeah.
okay.
that was like one of the things Mr. Peck asked us like at the beginning.
Roll call.
Who would,
I
who-
didn't think your class did that, Josh.
I didn't. I think James Mina told me about it.
Oh, okay.
I said Matthew Broderick, the guy who played Ferris Bueller.
I would want to do. I mean, like obviously I'm a teenager, but I would choose Matthew McConaughey because I love Matthew McConaughey.
I would choose Betty White because I think she would just do a really good me. I think she could pull it off.
I would do Mila Kunis. I feel like her and I have similar vibes. Like in that 70s show when she's like always just complaining, like I just see myself in her.
Or Morgan Freeman, because we look alike, and
Oh, for you.
no, for me, because we look alike, and
Wow, not Adam Sandler.
nah, I would pass on Adam Sandler.
I think this is a bit of a weird one, but I think I would do Zeke from High School Musical. I just feel like we have similar vibes.
So funny.
Yeah.
What about you, Ethan?
I'd make it animated, and then William Stanford would be my voice actor.
That's fun. I didn't even think
2D
about that.
animation. Yeah.
I had another question. This one is a little bit weird, but I personally just thought it was like so funny. So Anna asked me if she wants to know if she's the only one who prefers a specific sock length or if that's a normal thing because she likes the ones that just go to your ankles. So does anyone have thoughts on that? I just thought that was really funny.
I feel like it depends on the shoe.
I depends what pants I'm wearing. Like, if I'm wearing pants or shorts, then I have.
You said a sock link.
Yeah.
What's a sock?
Sock length.
Sock.
Oh, length.
Oh.
I like longer socks because
Okay.
I don't know.
I like
Shorter socks
longer
are
socks
fine.
generally, but I'm starting to like shorter socks for like if I'm like wearing shorts, but like pants, long socks. That's my take.
Yeah, I mean, I like have like socks that'll go like a little up. Like I like them kind of. I don't know how to like show you guys, but like kind of just like barely up the ankle, just like a little bit.
Yeah, those are what I wear if I'm wearing shorts. but if I'm wearing pants, it's when I was a child, I would wear like socks that went like above my knees because I was so quirky. Thought I was hilarious, but it's like, oh, it was not a good look. I bet I could find a picture of myself somewhere with them, but
I really like crew socks, like the Nike socks, like that length. I just feel like crew socks have really good patterns, but then I feel like I can never wear them because like realistically as an outfit, they're never gonna be functional, which is unfortunate.
I like don't own a matching pair of socks, and it like pains me. It makes me so upset like all the time. Because I have this like, I'm just like a not very organized person, so I just have like a bin of like socks, but like just like completely random socks. And like whenever I need socks, I just go and like so like I sometimes I wear like 2 different sock lengths at the same time. It was just like really bad. I just look random. I don't know, but that's my take on the socks.
Sometimes the length of my socks are like kind of, so I have like 2 different types of like Nike socks that I wear. I don't know why, but like sometimes like the type of sock I wear is like affects like how I feel that day. I don't know why. Like I think socks are a very underrated part of clothing.
I think they are as well.
They're underrated. Yeah.
did you guys ever wear like Nike Elites? Weren't they? They were like $15 per pair of socks, and you could get like all the different types of like color. Like my brother and sister were like in love with it. Like that's all they wanted for like any birthday, Christmas. They're like, get me Nike Elites.
Yeah, dude, they were like $15 for a pair of socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was such a scam.
Crazy. Just because like it's crazy because like everybody still bought them because you just like wanted them.
Yeah.
I never
Alright, do you have any
understood
more
those.
questions?
Zara, did you have any more questions?
I actually have a ton of questions.
Wait, just letting you guys know, we've been going for like almost like 40 minutes. Just
Okay,
letting you know.
I'll go rapid fire. So quick. First, this is from Christina Lee. Member explaining. What's your most unrealistic dream job? I'll go-
Probably a YouTuber. That's what I'd want to be. I just
Yeah.
want to play games for a living.
I'd be a movie critic.
Late night TV host.
Eli,
Thank you.
you're
That you'd
really
be,
good
yeah, you'd be really funny.
at
Thank
that.
you.
Maybe it's not
But
that.
imagine how fun it would be to just like talk to people and just like laugh at them for a living.
Okay, Ron, Ethan, Ari, Aaron, what do you guys want?
Well, say I already had like enough money to just like live fine. Probably like a fishing tour guide in like a really like exotic place.
That's a good answer.
That is a good answer.
I feel like it'd be really fun to own like a bakery.
Oh, that's fun.
But a tour guide in like a really cool place would actually be really cool as well. So that's yeah.
I feel like a museum curator could be fun as well. I think that would be a nice environment to work in.
Yeah. This is like weird because like as a child I was like terrified of outer space, but like recently like I kind of like being an astronaut seems like somewhat interesting because because like sometimes I'll look at the sky at night and I'm like, that is so cool. And then like if you go to space, like you can kind of like see like the moon and stuff like that. I don't know.
I feel like astronauts just kind of like vibe with each other. Like I feel
I
like space
love-
programs and nations,
I mean,
like that's like
I wouldn't want to be an astronaut because like there's a lot of bad things to the job, like unfortunate things. But
You
like
could be an astronomer.
There are astronauts that literally just like film Earth from like space, and they're just like, "Yo." look at Earth."
or I'd be a Nat Geo like photographer because kind of
Like
like
a
I was
I watched-
literally just gonna
That's
say that
that's
I
on my
Ari.
that's on my like real.
I'll watch-
Potentially try and do that one day.
when I was a
I'll
kid,
watch,
I
like,
wanted to be a zookeeper.
I watched like Our Planet. Like I watched that, like we were watching that last night, and I'm like, I'll just look at it, I'll be like, that is so crazy. Like that is so cool how they like get those like shots and stuff. So
imagine like Our Planet, but like space version. Like they send like videographers into
Our
space
universe.
to like. Isn't that a show?
Is it? I have
How
no
would they
idea.
just send the film guy up with a helmet?
But like,
And what's
imagine if like we had access to like different forms of life, just like in space, and we could like film
Yeah.
them, and it was like Our Planet, but just a whole nother level.
Right. Before we get too existential, we're almost at the beginning.
Wait, let's hear Ethan's
Yeah.
unrealistic, or maybe realistic, if
Yeah, my dream job is pretty realistic. I just want to be a computer engineer somewhere. We do like contracting work, move to different places, like find an interesting project and then just help somebody create it. And then on the side, I would always be inventing little things for myself.
Wow. That's really good. That's nice. To
Yeah,
have.
nicely, your dream job is pretty realistic compared to ours.
And
I didn't
detailed.
know-
We're all
I didn't
like,
know-
what?
I thought the whole concept was it was unrealistic dream job. If we were just saying dream jobs, I'd have a
But
different.
I wouldn't want to do an unrealistic job because I'd prefer to do this one.
Okay, I just that was like the question. That it was unrealistic. That's just what I was going off.
It's like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, my realistic dream job would be different than my unrealistic dream job. So I guess
Yeah,
it
mine.
depends on the
But, like, if your like dream job right now is like the only, like if that's like your ultimate goal, like then like
Unrealistic in what way?
just
Just
Like,
like-
not financially, like it just wouldn't work out.
Okay.
or like a
Because-
very
You don't see a
competitive
path
field.
to it.
I
Like,
personally
you don't see a
don't
direct
have the
way to it.
skills to own a bakery, but it would be cool.
I was thinking like I would love to just explore planets. Like if we could somehow achieve interstellar travel and I would just get to fly around and explore new planets all the time, I
There you
would love
Am
to
I
do
the only one not a fan of the outer space theme here, or like?
that.
I I don't know if I'd want to immerse
I
myself.
had an opportunity, I'd go.
I don't think we can like without actually seeing it like fathom how pretty it would be like
Yeah.
like in outer space, just looking at everything.
Like,
Yeah,
lonely.
I feel like I'd prefer to look at the stars from the ground. So
We can't even see any stars where we're at though. Like
I know that's why I love going to places that are middle of nowhere and then looking at the stars there.
Yeah.
It's been like an hour or so, right?
yeah, 50 minutes ish.
Well, I can close out with a super philosophical question.
Sure.
Do you all like applesauce?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is
Really?
Wait,
This is a yes or no. Yes.
That was-
yes.
From Betty. Betty Rahman.
This might be weird,
very-
but
thank you for the question.
Oh, I know where this is going.
this is something I've done for years, but like it's like a bowl of cereal, but instead of cereal, it's goldfish, and instead of milk, it's applesauce. And it's
What in God's name are you on?
no, it's good. I
Oh my
promise.
And this has been episode 7.
You
No,
take
that
a
is-
spoon, you're like,
That is mental institution level stuff.
no, all right. Wait, now I want to share my weird applesauce food, but it's not as all right. Just pretzels, and you just take a like a pretzel stick and just like dip it in applesauce. Fire, so good.
That's my
Why are you
thing.
saying-
except-
You want to hear
It's not
something
as
even worse?
crazy.
When I was little, like I was trying to prove to my parents that like I could make a good sandwich. So I got whole wheat bread, put some hummus on it, sprinkled some M&Ms, and and my parents were like, "Oh, is it good?" I was like, "Mm-hmm." Worst idea of my life. That's what I'll say.
Oh, hummus and
M&Ms,
M&Ms
though,
and-
that's really good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gross.
We're in person. We should have done make just a terrible food and we all try them.
I think that's a good end though.
Yeah.
So it was lovely talking to everyone. I've said lovely in every single ending I've done. It was very fun to talk to everyone. I hope everyone
Go
listening
back.
had an excellent time.
And if you were listening and you weren't watching, you're lucky you didn't get to see the pig. I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
Yeah. Maybe try some hummus and M&Ms in your free time.
Maybe don't.
Maybe
Yeah.
some goldfish and applesauce. This is your homework.
No one's gonna watch this after what they've heard.
Comment on the video what you think of the snack ideas.
Some buttery
All
toast
right.
that 1 in 10 people will understand.
Thank you
Catch-
guys for
Catch you
watching.
next
listening.
time.
Adios.
See you later, Patriot fam.
I love that.
That's what I've been using in my senior spotlights. I've been opening up. What's up, Patriot fan? It's your boy Josh Mariani. We're still
Right.
recording. This is
Yeah.
good.
Should we leave the meeting?
Well,
Um,